God is as women. Oh dang, that's here? That must have been, it must have been meant for me. If you don't know what GP is, it's for the culture. I know you lying. Miss Ryan, if you're nasty, girl. What's up, girl? Welcome back. So I hope that you guys are doing well whenever you get the opportunity to check out this video. So if you checked out my last video, I mentioned to you all that I may or may not be sharing a book haul before the end of the year, and I decided that I wanted to go ahead and get this haul out for you guys so that when we go into 2024, we can just start on a clean slate. So I'll be sharing with you guys books that I purchased starting in January, if that makes sense. I didn't want to have to do like a back haul and then it just gets out of hand, because at this point I have quite a few books to share with you guys. Although I have not been reading, I'm still the girl that's gonna buy the books, okay? And not only have I been buying books, but I have been thrifting for books. Y'all, I am not a girly that has to be in Barnes or order brand new books on Amazon. I will purchase a pre-loved book if it's in really good condition, and y'all are not going to believe some of the finds that I was able to get my hands on. So I'm so excited to share. I'm in my Christmas gear because it is before Christmas when I'm filming this, although you guys are not going to see it until after Christmas. And I'm on a time crunch because the electrician is coming today. So I want to get through these books so that I can get this video out for you guys and all the things. I have my nice cute brown Santa Claus. Girl, Christmas sweater, Christmas leggings. Girl, do not play with me. Everything is from Walmart. This is all, the hoodie is all, and the tights I actually got this year. So grab you something warm to drink, girl, because I'm so freaking excited. Okay, let's get into it. Like I said, I'm so excited to share because some of these books that I have thrifted, y'all are going to be like, girl, I know you are lying. Everybody does not have access to a Barnes or even want to spend $15 to $20 every time they want to read. So I highly recommend you check out discounted stores like Ollie's and even Goodwill, where I got these books from. I don't have access to a Barnes & Noble where I am anymore. I have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour to one. And if I'm being honest, I go to Barnes more so for the experience. So my primary shopping places for books is Target, Amazon, Ollie's, which is a discounted store, and Goodwill, because I'm about that thrift life when it comes down to books. And especially go to the library. I plan on getting me a library card again this year because I did have one when we were in Georgia. I just haven't got around to getting one here in our new location, but I'm definitely going to be going to the library. But I'm still a book girly and I still love to purchase books. So here we are. Listen, I just wanted to give my spiel on that because y'all know I'm about saving my coin. Okay? Okay. So the first book is One Summer in Savannah by Tara Shelton Harris. I think I'm pronouncing her first name right. Y'all, I have been eyeing this book for a minute, and when I saw that Target had all of their books an additional 20% off, I went ahead and took advantage and finally got my hands on this book. So it says, it's been 8 years since Sarah Lancaster left her home in Savannah, Georgia. 8 years since her daughter Alana came into this world following a terrifying assault that left deep emotional wounds. Sarah would do anything to forget. But when Sarah's father falls ill, she's forced to return home and face the ghosts of her past. Sarah is desperate to protect her curious, outgoing, genius daughter from the Weilers, the family of the man who assaulted her. He has an identical brother, Jacob, who has returned to Savannah to piece together the fragments of his once great family. Girl, this cover, y'all, is so freaking gorgeous. So yeah, now this one right here, if you guys watch Haley Pham here on YouTube, she raves about this book. I think this was a 5-star read for her, and it's called The Storied Life of AJckery. I picked this up from Goodwill and it was $2. It was $2, y'all. Like, it's a brand new book, literally. And it's by Gabrielle Zevin. It says AJckery's life is not at all what he expected it to be. He lives alone. His bookstore is experiencing the worst sales in its history, and now his prized possession, a rare collection of Poe poems, has been stolen. But when a mysterious package appears at the bookstore, its unexpected arrival gives Thickery a chance to make his life over and see everything anew. I love Haley's channel, so when she raved about this book, I was interested in the fact that I found it for $2. Girl, don't play with me. We reading it. This one was also from Goodwill, and I think that this one was like $1. It's called The Last to Vanish by Megan Miranda. And I don't even know what this is about, to be honest, but it looks interesting, and this hot pink is so pretty. So it says 10 years ago, Abigail Lovett fell into a job she loves, managing the Passage Inn, a cozy resort nestled in the mountains of North Carolina. In a town called Cutter's Pass. Tourists are drawn to the town for its outdoor offerings and proximity of the Appalachian Trail. When a journalist, Landon West, girl, comes to investigate the story of the vanishing trail, then disappears himself, the town and the inn are thrust back into the spotlight. What? Nina, get serious with yourself. If you guys have heard of this, let me know, girl. So this one I have heard people talk about, and I've heard mixed reviews about this. This is a Goodwill buy. I think this book was $1 or $2. Okay, just know when I tell y'all I got a book from Goodwill, I didn't spend any more than $2 on the book, and that's me keeping it a book. So this one is called We Are Liars by E. Lockhart. What I do know about this book is basically it's about some rich people that's arguing about money. Now listen, that's not everybody's cup of tea, okay? Like, somebody died and they arguing about all this money. That's not everybody's cup of tea. I kind of enjoy that when it's written right, because it just goes to show that people with money don't have it all together. That's all I really know about this book. It is a little over 250 pages, so I decided that I'm gonna give it a go. If you guys have checked this out, let me know, and we just gonna move on. Now, girl, did y'all know Tamron Hall write books? Stop, girl. So when I saw this, I picked it up on GP, okay? If you don't know what GP is, it's for the culture, but I picked this up on GP because we're gonna support a Black queen. Yeah. So it is called As the Wicked Watch. This is definitely going to give mystery thriller vibes. So the reporter's name is Jordan Manning, and she leaves her hometown of Texas to take a television station job in Chicago. And she wants to be a well-known journalist. She wants to be on a national network. So she's very smart. She's aggressive. So when she gets to Chicago, these cases start coming across her desk and on her radar about these Black girls that are going missing. Let's talk about it. Okay, we're talking about it here. And she becomes absorbed in these cases, right? Like, she wants to know what's going on. But the person that's committing these crimes and doing these bad things and kidnapping these girls, and I believe it's a murder in here, girl, it's closer than what people think. So it's almost like, who is the creep? She gonna find out. So she becomes like absorbed and in the thick of it. Let me know if y'all knew our girl Tamron wrote books. This is called Grownups by Emma James Unsworth. Listen, this just sounds like a good time. This sounds like it's going to be funny. Jeannie McClain's life is falling apart. Her friendships are flagging. Her body has failed her. She just lost her column at her well-known, I believe it's a newspaper or magazine. Her ex has gotten together with another woman, and worst of all, Jenny's mother is about to move in with her. Having left home at 18 to remake herself as a self-sufficient millennial girl, Jenny is now in her 30s and nothing is as she thought it would be, least of all adulthood. So this just made me chuckle when I read the synopsis in the store, because first of all, I've mentioned to y'all that my 30s have been trash. And y'all, adulting is the ghetto. Like, it's the slums. I don't like it. I don't like it every freaking day. So when I put my hands on books like that, I feel like I can connect in a way, because I'm just like, none of us know what the hell we are doing. Like, none of us freaking know. So I'm excited to read this eventually. This is a book that has been on my TBR for so long, and Kalila D is a booktuber here, raves about this book, okay? Raves about it, and I have been wanting to read this for so long. It says, smart, warm, and uplifting Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine is a story of an out of the ordinary heroine. I can never say that word. Heroine? No, it's not that. It's heroine? I don't know. Whose deadpan weirdness and wit make for an irresistible journey as she realizes the only way to survive is to open her heart. Y'all, I want Eleanor. I freaking get that. So I'm excited to read this. This one is by Gail Honeyman. Let me know if you guys have read this or if it's on your TBR, because it has been on my TBR for a few years now. And like I said, Kalila raves about this book, and I've heard it mentioned throughout this year by other people that I watch. Kennedy Ryan, hands down, is one of my favorite authors of 2023, even though I've only read one of her books. One. I can't wait for her new book to come out in 2024. So when I saw this one at Target, this is the first book in the Kingmaker series. I had never seen or heard about this before, but look at this cover, y'all. Stop playing with Kennedy. Stop. Oh, this was originally self-published in 2019 by Miss Kennedy Ryan. Girl. So it says, in a world of have and haves not, Maximum K's, that sound rich. Maximum? Do not play. Maximum K's family has it all, and he wants nothing to do with it. At odds with his oil mogul father, he's determined to build his own empire, even if it means traveling far from home. Painted as the black sheep, Lennox Hunter, I like that name for a female. Lennox Hunter is the exception to every one of Maximum's rules, protesting the oil pipeline that threatens to destroy her ancestral land. She meets Maximum in a fury of stars and sparks. That one moment changes everything, and it changes nothing. Maximum's family is still the one stealing from hers, and his father is still the man she hates the most. It's giving. It's giving. I don't know why I act like I didn't read the back of this in the store, but I was excited then, and I just wanted to share with y'all my excitement again. Kennedy, Miss Ryan, if you're nasty, girl. Here is the next stack. I know y'all are probably like, Nina, you're ridiculous at this point, but listen, you gonna understand why so many in this stack. Just hold it. So the first book is Eliza Starts a Rumor by Jane L. Rosen. Got this book from Ollie's, and it's giving small town mess. I don't know about y'all, but I love some good small town mess, little gossip, and then it's giving some friendship between women, and I absolutely love that. Charming, heart-trending, and laugh-out-loud funny, Eliza Starts a Rumor is a fast-paced story of 4 women coming together to face their past and forge their futures. Through sharing their secrets, betrayals, and triumphs, they emerge renewed in this joyful celebration of female friendship. Y'all, this just sounds so like good, like just fun, you know, like a good easy read. This book right here is another one that Kalila D raves about, and it was on sale for Black Friday, so I went ahead and got my hands on it. It is The House in the Gillian Sea by TJ Klune. It says Liner Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company, but his quiet life is about to change. The House in the Gillian Sea is an enchanting love story masterfully told by the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. That sold me. Family doesn't always have to be blood, right? Like, we can build relationships that will last a lifetime with people that we find in the most odd places. So this one right here, I'm super excited to read. I have walked past this book so many times at Target and Barnes, and nothing has made me want to pick this book up. This is enemies to lovers trope, but this was at Goodwill for like $1 or $2. Like I said, nothing from Goodwill is more than $2. So listen to me, y'all. I was like, why not? Like, for $1 or $2, why not? So this is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. And it says that Catalina Martin desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding, especially since her little white lie about her American boyfriend has spiraled out of control. Now everyone she knows, including her ex and his fiance, will be there and eager to meet him. Let me tell y'all something. If we break up, my family needs to break up with you. Like, you don't get... I'm sorry, especially if there's no children involved. This can either go really bad or it can be really good and cute and whatever. Enter Aaron Blackford, a tall, handsome, condescending colleague who surprisingly offers to step in. She'd rather refuse. Never has there ever been a more aggravating, blood-boiling, and insufferable man. But Catalina is desperate, and as the wedding draws near, Aaron looks like he's her best option, and she begins to realize he might not be as terrible in the real world as he is at the office. And I think, like, after reading that again, that's why I've never really been into this book, like, to buy it, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it thrifted. I will. This one has been on my TBR for a while as well. So I saw this at Ollie's. I think it was $2.99, and it is called Falling by TJ Newman. And it says, you just boarded a flight to New York. There are 143 other passengers aboard. What you don't know is that 30 minutes before the flight, your pilot's family was kidnapped. For his family to live, everyone on your plane must die. I know you lying. The only way the family will survive is if the pilot follows his orders and crashes the plane. Enjoy the flight. So not only is he not gonna see his family again for killing all of us, and basically himself, now I gotta die for something that's not even much my beef. Girl, TJ, I'm hoping that you do it right. I'm hoping that you do it right. This one is by Abby Jimenez. It's called Part of Your World. Now, this book is the first book to the popular book. Golly, I just looked it up to tell y'all. The book that everybody's talking about, Yours Truly. Now, I do have Yours Truly already, but I didn't realize that it was a first book to that one. So I wanted to pick this one up, and I had some reward points at Barnes. Y'all, I'm so excited to read Abby Jimenez's writing because everybody like loves her writing. She has been all the rave in 2023. So I'm super excited to dive into this one first and then eventually the other one. I don't even know what this is about, okay? Like, I just don't even know. So let's figure it out. It says, after a wild bet, gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, and a cuddle with a baby goat, Alexis Montgomery has had her world turned upside down. The cause, Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger than her, and as casual as they come, the complete opposite of sophisticated city girl Alexis. And Their chemistry is undeniable. Bringing Daniel into her world is impossible, and yet she can't just give up on the joy she's found with him. So it sounds cute. It sounds just like a really cute romance. So I'm excited about this. Like, they come from two different worlds, but then their worlds collide and it's magical. It's giving that. Y'all, I have not read anything by Emily Henry, and this is now my second book that I have purchased, but this one was from Goodwill, so I went ahead and picked it up. People either love her writing or they just be like, it's cool for what it is. So I am excited to experience her writing. So the main characters in this seem to be Poppy and Alex. It says Poppy has everything she could want, but she's stuck in a rut when someone asks when she was last truly happy. She knows without a doubt it was on that ill-fate final trip with Alex. Oh, okay. And so she decides to convince her best friend to take one more vacation together, lay everything on the table, and make it all right. Miraculously, he agrees. Now she has a week to fix everything, I'm assuming between her and Alex. If only she can get around to the one big truth that has always stood quietly in the middle of their seemingly perfect relationship. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, we'll go with it. This is the Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Would I have ever purchased this, the full collection at once? Abso-freaking-lutely not. A lot of people enjoy this, but I was like, these people in real life are telling me that I need to read this book, and every last one of them say I was not into fantasy until I read this series. Why I got these books from Goodwill? Do not play with me. So of course I'm not just gonna buy one, because the goal was I was only gonna read this one, because I believe this one is the first one. I was like, I'm gonna give this a go and I'm just gonna read it to see if I can get into it, because it's given what the girls say, romantasy, some fantasy and romance. This book was $1. This one $2, $2, $1, $2. What? You thought that I was gonna leave them there? No, I feel like it was a sign. Y'all know, don't play with me. Y'all know how it is as women. Oh dang, that's here? That must have been, it must have been meant for me. I have never committed to like a real legit series, and not only that, it's fantasy, which is well out of my comfort zone. This one is A Court of Thorns and Roses. The second one is A Court of Mist and Fury. The third one, and I think I'm saying these in order, y'all. The third one is A Court of Wings and Ruin. Guys, they are all so freaking pretty. This one is A Court of Frost and Starlight. And then the last one, which is the biggest one, is A Court of Silver Flames. All I know is that this is supposed to be romance and fantasy, and I don't know nothing else. I think with fantasy, either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, but for the price that I paid for these books and the fact that they were all just sitting there together, I felt like it was a sign. So let me know if you guys have read any of these, because I am, you know, I'm interested. I need to know what the hype is. All right, friends, so that is a wrap on that. I plan to have this video up before the end of the year. It will definitely be after Christmas, so I hope that you guys had a very Merry Christmas and you're gonna have a Happy New Year, girl, because you deserve that. As always, let me know if you guys have read any of these books, if you're going to add any of them to your TBR. Just let me know. Y'all know, let's get these comments on and popping. And until next time, friend, make sure you are taking care of yourself. Bye, friend.